Hello, boys and girls. It's me, Mr. Morris, here to tell you about your final paper for Greece. You guys are going to write a 5-paragraph paper on the topic that you've already previously written on. Is it going to be Athens or Sparta? Are you going to pick government, economy, education, geography, religion, military? Depends on what you pick. But let's talk about what it is you're going to do. So here we are at the menu. I'm going to scroll all the way down here. And I'm going to go first to the template for the final paper. When you click on that, you're going to get this. And this template is for you guys to take a look at. And you guys can go through and manipulate it. It's copy, so you guys can go through and do it. And take a look at these things. This is your first paragraph. This is going to be your thesis. There's a hook involved, which I'll talk more about in a second. There's a little bit of background to set up your thesis. And then here's where you're going to write. In ancient Greece, I would have preferred to live in the city-state of Athens or Sparta than in, well, the opposite one, Athens or Sparta, based on their geography or economy, military, religion, government, or education. You pick. Because subclaim 1 and subclaim 2. Let's take a look here. The next part. This is your first subclaim evidence. According to, this is where you put your source, where you got your information. Then you go and write exactly what you have written in your previous paragraph you've turned in. Nothing different. You might need to bulk up some of your evidence, though, and I would specifically ask that you do so, because some of you guys, when you go back and take a look at the papers you've written, the paragraphs you've written, I've made a lot of comments about adding more details and evidence. This is your opportunity to do that here. We go to our second subclaim evidence, which is going to be your third paragraph and your overall second evidence piece. On the website, put where you got it, what is your resource, and then go through and give details. Your fourth paragraph and your third overall body paragraph is going to be your counterclaim, why you don't want to live in the other city-state, be it Athens or Sparta, based on the topic you're writing about. You've already done this previously. Just input this here. And then, of course, your conclusion in green. So let's take a little bit better look at this. When you go through all this, I'm going to go back here, and I'm going to go down here to the next one, which is the example final paper. I have given you an example. I used Rome, just like I did before in class, as my example, because no, I'm not going to give you Greece, because you'll probably copy it. Not saying you will. But I want you to put your 4-point heading over here to the right, your name, the date, social studies, and me, Mr. Morris. I want you to put your title. I put Pompey's culture. You might be putting Athenian economy, or you might be putting Spartan government. And then take a look right here. This follows the template precisely. Pompeii and Bravania were two city-states in ancient Rome that were quite different from each other because of how their cultures were drastically different from each other. In ancient Rome, culture was important because of how the people of Rome lived their daily lives. This follows the template, which I'm going to click to, right to a T. Now let's take a look. I go down here and I say, according to the website, and I have my resource. Well, that's what it's asking you to do right here in this section. Well, where are you going to get your resources at? Well, let's go take a look at one of the PowerPoints you guys went through. Let's see, I picked geography and economy for this. And as you go through, when you went through your notes and you wrote about it, if you go down here, this down here is where you're going to find where the information came from. This is going to be your resource. I'll click on a different one. This is going to be your resource. If you wrote about the Spartan Mountains as part of your argument, this is your resource. That's where it goes right here and right here. Your counterclaim is also going to come. I'll just go down here to that same random PowerPoint. Down here, where did this information come from? This is also an opportunity for you to build up your evidence if you want to add more than the slide shows. Go to this website and get more information for your final paper. Okay, then your conclusion, nothing different. Okay, You're going to type it up as you've already written it previously. Now, back here, we're going to go down here to final paper turn in. When you go to your final paper turn in and click on this, you guys are going to be turning it in here. You're going to type everything up, 5 paragraphs right here. It's going to look pretty much exactly like this. The same color scheme. I want blue, I want red, I want purple, orange, and green. Your 5-paragraph essay final piece goes here. You are going to be writing a clear argument of claim, which is going to be your thesis. Your essay should have facts and details to support your claim. Lots of facts and details, kids. And then I will be providing you feedback on your thesis, your organization, which is your evidence, and of course your counterclaim. Down here are your rubrics. This is how you're going to be graded for your final paper. Once again, this is going to give you the template, which you can manipulate and type in and do whatever you want. If you want to cut everything out and put it on your final paper later, you can. This is going to give you an example, which I would definitely take a look at, because this example is kind of like your map, your roadmap on what this is going to look like. And do not forget your 4-point heading and, of course, your title. And then finally, your final paper turn-in is right here. This is where everything goes when you go to turn this into me. Okay? Pay attention to the due date. Use the time wisely in class. Ask me if you have any questions. All right. Good luck. Talk to you guys later.